is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us. The future of the restaurant industry will look very different for a while.
Even when things do start to open back up, don't expect anything to go back to normal. Our Jamie Perez spoke with the Wisconsin Restaurant Association today to see just how different things might look. Jamie?
Right, so think plexiglass that will be in between tables at restaurants. Think single-use packets of condiments like ketchup, salt, and pepper, single-use menus even. These are all realities that could happen when restaurants are allowed to reopen. But the question that we had today is how many restaurants here in Wisconsin will actually be able to reopen?
I don't think there's anybody who's going to be opening at more than 50% capacity. It could be less.
We're all wondering when these signs can be taken down, when our takeout can change to dining in. Well, it might be a while before we see any normal operations again.
There will be no self-serve options anytime soon, and that includes a salad bar, buffet, serve your own beverage stations, even in a convenience store, if you will, where you're serving your own coffee and so on.
Christine Hilmer is the president and CEO of the Wisconsin Restaurant Association. Based on a survey she did a couple of weeks ago, Wisconsin restaurants have lost more than $630 million in sales. 44% of restaurants have already temporarily closed. 2 out of 3 restaurant employees have lost their jobs. And the most heart-wrenching statistic:
if we don't get some sort of opening by the end of May or it goes beyond that, there is a real possibility that half of the restaurants could go out of business.
This pandemic has left streets barren, restaurants empty, and even when we can go back to sitting down for our meals, even the smallest details will look different.
You have things on the table like a salt and pepper shakers or a ketchup bottle and so on. Those are going to have to either be a single-use option only, so you're going to have to be given packets of ketchup and packets of salt and so on, or you're going to have them between every customer that are sitting at that table, a full cleaning of the booth or table, chairs, as well as all of those things that are left behind, including menus as well.
She also said it's very likely that when restaurants do reopen, the staff they will have back on staff will be the full-time employees because they have the most flexible schedule. So if you would like to support your local restaurants during this time, it's best if you order takeout and curbside pickup from the restaurant directly. They say don't go through third-party deliveries. I will have more on channel3000.com as to why that is.
Yeah, definitely try to keep helping those folks out. Jamie Perez live at Greenway Station. Jamie, thank you. Now, due to the ongoing impacts of COVID-19, Pizza Bruta's owners are closing the Middleton location permanently. According to a Facebook post, the original Monroe Street location will stay open, offering carryout right now. Owners Derek and Darcy Lee say they might consider new locations in the future.
Destination Madison is recognizing National Travel and Tourism Week, highlighting the record-breaking economic impact Dane County had on the state last year. According to new data released by the Department of Tourism and Oxford Economics, Dane County reached $1.4 billion in local tourism spending in 2019. The increase marks an almost 4% gain over 2018 and accounts for nearly 10% of visitor spending for the entire state of Wisconsin. President and CEO Deb Archer also addressed the current state of the industry.
To date, our organization, we have responded to 41 conventions and sporting events that we had contracted with that have canceled. That's a loss of $32.5 million in direct spending to our community and over 65,000 hotel room nights.
She says they're working with all of those events to try to bring them back to our community and economy in the future.
State Department of Workforce Development says it has received almost 500,000 unemployment applications since the pandemic started. That's 11% of the population and double the population of the city of Madison. Weekly unemployment benefits claims are reaching almost 1.5 million now. About 2/3 of those have been paid. Last week alone, the DWD fielded 4.7 million phone calls regarding unemployment insurance benefits. DWD Secretary Caleb Frostman says in a statement, quote, DWD is adding hundreds of new staff, multiple outside vendors, and working overtime to process and analyze the claims to help as many Wisconsinites as fast as possible. Across Wisconsin, there are more than 8,200 confirmed cases now. Of those people, 1,600 have been hospitalized due to the disease, and statewide, almost 4,000 people have recovered. That's according to DHS data. 340 Wisconsinites have died from complications of the virus. DHS data shows today 10 10% of tests are coming back positive. Yesterday, we were at 11%. The peak on Friday that you see there, that was 13% on Friday. That orange dotted line, however, shows the trend is actually going up. A reminder, the criteria for the Badger Bounce Back Plan includes a downward trajectory of the percent of positive tests over 14 days and a downward trajectory of COVID-19 and flu-like symptoms.
Another criteria of the Badger Bounce Back Plan is an increase in testing. Today, Governor Evers announced his plan to make Wisconsin one of the top states in the testing per capita. Right now, the governor says the state is ready to do 85,000 tests per week.
Right now, the state is in pretty good shape on testing supplies, and we appreciate the support we've received from the federal government to date. But Wisconsin still needs help from the president to get additional testing supplies like swabs and reagent so that we can ensure anybody who needs a test can get one.
Here are the 4 goals he laid out in his testing plan. Respond to every outbreak. Test every nursing home resident and staff member in long-term care facilities for free. That is 373 nursing homes. Establish more community testing programs like drive-thrus in target areas. And make sure test supplies are available to all healthcare systems in the state so anyone who needs one gets a test. A Madison-based collaboration is among those racing to develop a coronavirus vaccine. Gabriela Becerra joins us live to explain the approach these scientists are taking. Gabby?
Charlotte, a collaboration of scientists at the University of Wisconsin-Madison are teaming up with FluGen and Biotech to develop a vaccine for the coronavirus at a much quicker pace than usual. Typically, it takes about 15 to 20 years to develop a vaccine, but with approximately 100 vaccines in progress, an estimated arrival could be as early as winter. While that speed plays an important role, FluGen CEO Paul Radspinner says it ultimately comes down to safety.
We're hoping that we can get our vaccine, as I said, safely and quickly to clinical trials where we have enough people tested to feel comfortable that it's ready to go.
Radspinner says it takes a collaboration to effectively develop the vaccine. They couldn't do it all on their own. And this collaboration's approach is unique in the sense that they're using a flu vaccine as a launching point. And it's also one of a few contenders that will be delivered as a nasal spray rather than a shot, which they think could give them an advantage in fighting respiratory infections.
We'll wait and see. Gabby, thank you. To weather, cooling down after a lovely warm weekend. Let's check your first warm forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. Well, if you enjoyed the weekend, unfortunately, it's not going to be like that for a while. Temperatures are going to be below normal for the rest of this week and through at least the first half of next week. Visible cloud track shows the clouds coming in today. That put a damper on the temperatures. They only reached the middle 50s. And while things are actually pretty quiet as far as precipitation is concerned, you can see showers out to the west have been dying out as they push toward Wisconsin because the air is a little bit drier here. Eventually, we'll see some showers south and west of Madison later on tonight. This morning, with the clear skies, temperatures dropped down into the middle 30s in Madison. Temperatures were in the upper 20s over parts of central Wisconsin. And compared to 24 hours ago, our temperatures are down about 20 degrees from this time yesterday. That puts us at 52 in Madison. Milwaukee right now only at 40 degrees. La Crosse still close to 60, but those temperatures will fall as well. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down into the upper 30s with cloudy skies and some showers south and west of Madison. Tomorrow, we'll see some scattered showers. A high of only 52. By the weekend, it could be cold enough for even some frost to occur. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Today is International Firefighters Day, and Middleton-based software company Paradigm is showing its appreciation. They're treating the Middleton Fire District to a free meal at the Culvers right there on Parmenter Street today. Battalion Chief Brad Subera says the donation is a breath of fresh air during this stressful time. Paradigm CEO Nathan Earp says, quote, these dedicated individuals answer the call 24/7, 365 days a year. We're proud to recognize their commitment and sacrifice.
We've told you about local chef Dave Heidi doing something good throughout this pandemic. He and his staff at Little John's, a pay-what-you-can-eat restaurant, have been preparing meals for children in the early education program Reach Date. So after all he is doing to give back to the community, now Chef Heidi is in need of some help. He posted on Facebook that the commercial hot water heater at his Fitchburg restaurant, Liliana's, is dead, and it's going to cost almost $9,000 to replace. So community members are stepping stepping up to give back to him. They have created a GoFundMe to raise the money and already have about a third of that money raised. You can find the link on Dave Heidi's Facebook page.
Next at 6, UW Health relaxing some visitor restrictions, and they're expanding who is eligible for coronavirus testing, and we'll explain why when we come back. Stay with us.
Through all the world events since 1936, Culligan Water has continued to provide better, safer water with our filtration systems for homes and businesses. These days, as a designated essential business, Culligan's water professionals are standing by, ready to help.
With Mother's Day just around the corner, now's your chance to show Mom how much she means to you with a gift she'll love from Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Like this closeout women's Carhartt Force shirt, just $24.99. Get $100 off this KitchenAid stand mixer. This insulated lunch tote set is just $12.99 while supplies last. Assorted Farm and Fleet chocolates are just $3.49 each. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
More than 70 years ago, we at Festival Foods began serving this proud state, building strong relationships founded on trust, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to ensuring that you and your family feel at home every time you visit Festival Foods. It's times like these that remind us that family and home are what truly matter most. So we're using this moment just to let you know that Festival Foods is here for you, because family always looks after family. Be safe, Wisconsin.
Meineke's Madison locations are still open during the COVID-19 pandemic. Call any of our 4 locations for open hours and to schedule your appointment. Please be patient as we take the necessary precautions to consider your health and safety while scheduling appointments. Meineke, doing car care right.
While we continue social distancing, you may be trying to figure out a gift to mail your mom for Mother's Day this weekend. Now, if you're considering a gift card, the Better Business Bureau is offering some tips.
First thing you want to do is when you go and purchase a gift card, let's say that you're going to a big box retailer and picking one off the wall. They have all different stores, all different online services that you can buy them for. You want to make sure that the package is not tampered with, and you want to make sure that that PIN number has not been tampered with as well.
Now, the Better Business Bureau says you should use gift cards as soon as possible, because if the retailer declares bankruptcy or goes out of business, you'll lose the value of that card, and $2 billion worth of gift cards go unused every year. It's also recommended that you keep a copy of your receipt in case there's a problem with that gift card.
Over the last 10 days, UW Health says they've more than doubled their number of daily completed COVID-19 tests to more than 400. UW Health says while access to key supplies remains a limiting factor, they expect their testing capacity to increase even further. The UW Health lab has also reduced the turnaround time on test results to 1/3 of the original time, returning most results in a matter of hours. Due to the increased testing capacity, more people are now eligible to be tested.
These are individuals who are otherwise healthy. They don't have a lot of risk factors, who had, 1 or 2 mild symptoms of COVID-19. In the past, we wouldn't have been able to test them. Now, with our improved testing capability and our improved supply chain of reagents and swabs, we are able to offer these individuals a test and would encourage them to get tested so we can better understand how is the disease behaving here in Dane County and South Central Wisconsin.
Patients are asked to call ahead of time and asked not to just show up to urgent care or the emergency department looking for a test. As non-essential surgeries and procedures are expanded, UW Health is relaxing some visitor guidelines for adult patients at hospitals and clinics. Beginning tomorrow, 1 visitor, age 18 or older per adult patient, will be allowed at University Hospital, UW Health at the American Center, and UW Health Rehabilitation Hospital. 1 visitor, age 12 and older, is allowed to accompany adult patients to their outpatient clinic appointments. Visitor guidelines for patients at American Family Children's Hospital will remain the same. You can find additional information at coronavirus.uwhealth.org.
Hospitals across the world are still facing shortages when it comes to personal protective equipment. Some states and countries have even had to compete to get their hands on that stuff. But there's one family 6,000 miles away making sure our community stays safe and reminding us in the meantime that we're all in this together.
It's now
St. Mary's kind of a lucky hospital.
Common knowledge.
Yes,
indeed.
These folks, the frontline fighters facing coronavirus daily, are our heroes.
St. Mary's, brought these two angels to me.
The Lee family, though, has known that much longer than the rest of us.
I'm
nearly 10.
No, you're almost 9.
In fact, for a decade now, while the family was living in Madison, their oldest was delivered at St. Mary's, and their second followed. Something of a miracle when you hear the story.
So they have 3 years gap, but they birthed at the same date, May 19th.
10 years later, the Lees are half a world away, back home in China. But they haven't forgotten their home away from hometown heroes.
We decided that we are going to mail 2,000 masks to St. Mary's Hospital to say thank you.
To hear that one family brought us 2,000 masks, that makes a big difference.
St. Mary's Hospital hands out up to 600 masks a day to its staff. Not only does the Lee's donation cover all St. Mary's employees for days on end, it will enable the hospital to offer masks to visitors as well.
We're so grateful that they remembered us in our time of need because the staff took care of them in their time of great need.
For the rest of us, it might take a pandemic to properly thank the heroes among us.
All the message we want to deliver is a simple thank you.
So maybe this is a lesson in heart from our neighbors 6,000 miles away about becoming something like heroes ourselves.
I wish everyone in Madison is healthy, happy, and safe.
And that was Leah Lynchide reporting. Coming up next in sports, the Big Ten Conference extends its suspension. Sports Director Zach Hanley will have those details. And cooler with scattered showers tomorrow. Gary has your first warn forecast next.
You know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Govan Cars is having a huge markdown sale where you can buy a new body style 2018 Chevy Equinox starting at only $13,995 or $219 per month. That's right, Govan Cars has 2018 Chevy Equinoxes starting at $13,995 or $219 per month, all with remaining factory warranty. So just come on in and visit our family-owned and operated business for over 50 years and ask for Crystal the Pistol Govan. Go to Govan Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
After a very mild weekend with temperatures in the 70s, the clouds started to move in today. Had some sunshine this morning, but it got filtered out by the clouds this afternoon. The thicker clouds are farther out to our west, and there are some showers out here, but the air near the ground is pretty dry, so it's taking a while for those showers to reach us. Probably will reach southwestern Wisconsin late tonight, and just about everybody else could see a shower at some point tomorrow, but the highest chances will be south and west of Madison. 3 things you need to know in the forecast: those showers late tonight and tomorrow, probably our best chance of rain in the next few days. It'll be cool on Wednesday and Thursday. There's a slight chance for a shower Wednesday afternoon, but chances are that those days will stay dry, as well as much of the rest of the week. Thursday night, there's a slight chance for a shower as well. But of more importance is the possibility for frost, especially by Saturday morning. I've got low temperatures down to around 31 here in Madison. That means some of the outlying areas could see temperatures into the upper 20s. That would be a widespread frost. But Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday mornings, also the possibility is there for at least some patchy frost with low temperatures in the middle 30s. And you can see this on the 10-day outlook. Those temperatures basically in the low to mid 30s through the middle of next week before getting back into the 40s, which is about where our average low temperature should be, in the middle 40s this time of year, and the average high temperature should be in the upper 60s, and we're not going to be anywhere near those for the next 10 days. And that's because the jet stream is settling to the south. You can see even across the Pacific Ocean through much of North America, the jet stream settling to the south, so the active storm track stays farther to the south. These weather systems that come up this far north don't have a lot of moisture associated with them, so the showers are generally light. There's some severe thunderstorms moving through parts of Missouri and Arkansas tonight, but all that severe weather will stay south of these fronts, and that's kind of the dividing line between the really mild air, which is actually south of the stationary front, to the cooler air up to the north. So around here, there's not much in the way of any mild air anywhere. Temperatures are mainly in the 50s, a few places into the 60s, and then you have to get into parts of southern Kansas before you see temperatures into the upper 70s on the other side of that stationary front. On future track, the clouds thicken up tonight, but the best chances of showers stay south and west of Madison late tonight. We'll see some shower chances during the day tomorrow. Again, the highest chances south and west of Madison. Tomorrow night, still a chance for a shower, but the clouds will start thinning out, and on Wednesday, we'll see some sunshine. Could be a pop-up shower in the afternoon, but most of us will probably stay dry. Our forecast for tomorrow calls for a high temperature of only 52 degrees. It'll be chilly, and there'll be a few scattered showers here in Madison, probably just spotty showers, but better chances to our south and west. And the 7 to 10-day forecast brings us up to 60 on Wednesday and Thursday, but then the colder weather arrives for the weekend. We'll have to wait till the middle of next week to get temperatures back up into the 60s.
And coming up in sports, Jonathan Taylor is ready to be a sponge, while the former Badger can't wait to soak up some NFL knowledge from his new quarterback. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Ensure Max Protein with high protein and 1 gram sugar.
It's a sit-up banana, bend at the waist.
Trying. Keep it up. You'll get there.
Whoa!
30 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. Ensure Max Protein.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
Coming together through tough times is a Wisconsin tradition. In fact, adversity seems to bring out the best in us. EdVest is no different. During these times, our dedication to your higher education goals remains as strong as ever.
Hi everyone, we hope you enjoyed the warm weekend because Hattie has her eyes on a cloudy and possibly wet forecast.
And we'll have a preview of the case being heard by the state Supreme Court challenging the governor's safer at home order.
We'll see you Tuesday morning.
The Big Ten Conference has added an extension to its suspension of sports. All organized team activities are now suspended through June 1st due to the coronavirus. Last week, University of Iowa President Bruce Harreld said that the Hawkeyes are actually looking to return to sports practices on June 1st, including football, which would be a great step in the right direction for college football and sports to return. On draft night, Jonathan Taylor said, "When Mr. Rivers needs me, I'm there. I'm ready to go." And that Mr. Rivers is his new quarterback, 38-year-old Phillip Rivers. It's always good to show respect to your elders, and a nice way to start a relationship for the former Badger running back, because JT knows Rivers has a lot of experience in the league and a ton of knowledge for his brain to pick.
He's played with a lot of dudes. He's played with Melvin. I mean, he's played with like guys. So it's going to be interesting to, pick his brain and find things out that those guys did that made his job easier. Just so that I can add that to my repertoire as well. There's going to be a lot of things that they've seen that he'll be able to tell me about, like, hey, if you see this, just know that this could be happening. So it'll be a lot of little nuggets he'll be throwing to me.
The NFL lost a legend today. Former Miami Dolphins head coach Don Shula passed away at his home in Florida. Shula won a record 347 games and coached the Fins to the league's only undefeated season in 1972. He coached in 6 Super Bowls, winning 2, and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1997. Don Shula was 90 years old. For the first time in 13 seasons, the NFL will not play a game in London's Wembley Stadium. In fact, the league's 5 scheduled international games for 2020, 4 in London and 1 in Mexico City, will now be played in the U.S. because of the coronavirus. The NFL schedule is set to be released later this week. And baseball is back. Well, not the MLB, but you'll be able to watch the KBO on ESPN starting tomorrow. It's the Korea Baseball Organization, and the worldwide leader will broadcast 6 games per week. Only issue, they'll be on at midnight, 3 a.m., and 4:30 in the morning. I'm probably going to have to catch the replay on those.
DVR, all that stuff, right? Okay.
Baseball is baseball. Having some baseball back in, I'm happy. Well, skies are cloudy around here. It's a good thing they're not playing baseball because it'd be pretty chilly. The rain still a distance out to our south and west. We'll see some showers tomorrow. Temperatures right now, 40s east of Madison, 50s from Madison on toward the west. Tomorrow, look for a high of 52 with a chance for some showers, and then chilly weather for much of the week with frost possible over the weekend.
All right, Gary, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.